What is the least expensive type of insurance? The least expensive type of insurance, to answer this question, we have to ask ourselves, are we talking short term or are we talking long term? Because short term, obviously, the least expensive type of insurance is term insurance. A minimum premium for a maximum coverage amount. However, if we go out 10, 15, 20, 30 years, the level period expires. And so instead of having that short, small little premium each year, once that level period stops, we're going to have a jump up in premiums, and that's going to be very expensive. So typically term insurance policies, about 90% of them never pay a death benefit because the term ends up running out. And so rather than paying the significant increased premiums, people just have the policy lapse. So if we're talking short term, term insurance definitely is the least expensive. But if we're talking long term, that changes, because now something that's more expensive short term becomes the winner when we look long term when we're talking about expense, and that would be whole life insurance. Whole life insurance has a set premium that will remain steady over the life of the policy. The premium amount is relatively higher when we compare it with term insurance for a lower death benefit in a whole life policy, so a higher premium, lower death benefit amount, but average that out over the life of the policy, the cash value growth and the fact that your death benefit is going to stay there for you offset the premium expense. And so long term, whole life insurance is the very least expensive type of insurance there is. Now there's another type of insurance, and that's universal life insurance. Now, universal life insurance is built on a term insurance foundation. So short term, term insurance is still going to be the least expensive. But then, like middle of the road, we might say, well, universal life might be the least expensive. But there's something that we have to keep in mind with universal life. Although they say it's a permanent product, what will happen eventually in the universal products, because it's built on a term foundation, that term insurance is going to reach the point where it gets too expensive in the universal contract to renew. And at that point, the universal contracts also lapse. So when we look long term, term insurance is not the least expensive, universal life insurance is not the least expensive, whole life insurance is the least expensive when we're talking long term. Short term would be term, middle of the road, possibly universal life. But again, the whole life insurance is at that sweet spot about mid-term where it's offsetting the premium cost because of the cash value growth, and that's something that you cannot get in the term and the universal policies. So if you have any questions about what type of insurance you should purchase, or if you have concerns about wanting something that's least expensive now, but also then something that will be least expensive in the long term, contact our office because we can help you with that. We can help you find the right blend of term insurance and whole life insurance so that you get the least expensive amount of insurance now, and also the least expensive insurance for the future.